Hi, welcome to DR Fitness and Nutrition. I've been asked a few times now, what do I do on my rest days? Is it worth having a complete rest day where I don't do anything? Or do I prefer to do an active rest day, so light exercise, things like that? So I'm just going to go through my pros and cons of each one. Obviously, in the end, you decide which one is best for you. So we're going to start with a complete rest day. So this is where you are on the settee all day, things like that. Just laid on the settee, watching your films, catching up on your series, not really doing much around the house. So the pros, my pros for this are it's nice and relaxing, especially if you have a busy week, if you have a stressful job, you've had a real hard session or a real hard week in the gym. Just a complete day off from anything is nice and relaxing, nice and easy going. It's a nice lazy day, really. You're not in a rush to do anything. It's you can sort of do what you want when you want. You can maybe have a stretch if you want, but you're not really doing any exercises as such. You're letting your body recover, getting over any DOMs, any little aches and pains that you've got from the week before. The cons to a complete rest day for me is I get bored. I get bored very quick. So, and when I get bored, I tend to eat. So my main exercise will be getting off the settee, going to the fridge, going to the cupboards, back to the fridge, back to the cupboard, back to the sofa, carry on watching my film, eat whatever food I've got, feel a little bit guilty. And then a few hours later, I'm just repeating that same cycle again. And what I find is it totally goes against everything that I'm trying to do in the gym. So the other con I've got is I just feel like it's a wasted day, especially in summer. It's the sun shining and you're not really doing much. You're stuck in the house, just pottering about, doing little bits and bobs. It's a wasted day, in my opinion. So, and then because I'm not doing anything, I'm not moving, I'm not really very active, I feel like I'm more tired because I've eaten junk food. I'm not moving. I just feel in myself, feel real fatigued for the rest of the day. But when it comes to bedtime, I have trouble sleeping because I've got all these things going through my head. And what have you. It's like, I shouldn't have eaten this, I should have done this, I should have done that, I shouldn't have drank all of that. So yeah, that is my pros and cons for a complete rest day. Now, an active rest day, that's where you're still doing some movement, you're not going to the gym, you're not doing anything that's super taxing on your body. But what you are doing is you're just moving nice and steady. It could be a walk, it could be a bike ride, anything like that. So my active rest days are normally chasing after my 5-year-old daughter around the park, or it might be a walk outside in nature. Sometimes I like to go on little hikes. So that's the massive pro for me for an active rest day is I'm still moving a little bit. It's nothing too taxing. I feel that helps get rid of any aches and pains that I might have. And especially if I'm on my bike, if I'm on a hike, if I'm going for a walk, I'm out with my daughter. Outdoors, it just lifts my mood so much because I've got fresh air. I'm out in nature, and it just releases all this dopamine in my brain. It elevates my mood. I'm probably a nicer person to be around. So they are my pros for an active rest day. The cons, don't have any cons for an active rest day. I mean, if you can find a con that is worse than how good being outdoors in the fresh air with your family, doing some light exercises, improve mood. If you can find a con that wipes out all of them feelings, then I'm yet to find it. So for me personally, an active rest day is the best way to recover after a hard week in the gym. It resets your brain, resets my brain, resets my body. It gives me a chance to think about the next week. What do I need to do? What am I doing in the gym? And things like that. And it's very valuable time for me to recharge my batteries, get ready for the week, spend time with my family, and that is it really. So a rest day, you can either completely relax, do nothing, or do the absolute bare minimum, or the active rest day, which is what I prefer, where I'm still moving, I'm exercising a little bit, nothing too strenuous. But it's up to you which one that you decide to do, whichever suits you best. So thanks for watching. Until next time, happy